Picture this. It's the year 1096. Some of the smartest people in medieval England are gathering in lecture halls, scratching Latin equations onto parchment with feather quills. Now, fast forward to 1325. On the other side of the world, the Aztecs are just beginning to build their empire, laying the foundations of Tenochtitlan, now Mexico City. That means Oxford was already teaching students for over 200 years before the Aztecs even existed as a civilization. Mind blown. So next time you hear someone call Oxford ancient, they're not exaggerating. They're being modest. George Washington never knew dinosaurs existed. Let that sink in. The man on the $1 bill, the commander of the American Revolution, the first US president, had absolutely no idea that dinosaurs once walked this planet. Because dinosaurs, as we know them, weren't discovered until 1824 to 25 years after Washington died. Fossils, people thought they were the bones of dragons or giants. The word dinosaur wasn't even invented until 1842. So while Washington crossed the Delaware, people still believed the Bible was the only history of Earth. No T-Rex, no fossils, no Jurassic anything. The Eiffel Tower could have been built in Spain. Gustave Eiffel had a dream, a giant iron tower that pierced the skies. But when he pitched the idea to Barcelona, hoping to make it the centerpiece of the 1888 World's Fair, the Spanish authorities said, "Too ugly, too expensive, too pointless." So Eiffel turned to Paris. They accepted it. Barely today, the Eiffel Tower is one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. But it could have been standing tall in Spain, changing postcards, proposals, and global culture forever. Just imagine, Spanish Eiffel selfies. France still used the guillotine when Star Wars premiered. Let's travel to 1977. People are lining up in cinemas to watch Star Wars: A New Hope. Luke Skywalker, Darth Vader, lightsabers. Meanwhile, in France, a man named Hamida Gendoubi is being executed by guillotine. Yes, in the same year as Star Wars, the last execution by guillotine in France took place in September 1977 in Marseille. That means in a world with color TV, space movies, and disco, there were still governments chopping heads the old-fashioned way. Suddenly, history feels a lot closer and way darker. Cleopatra lived closer to the moon landing than to the pyramids. Let's play with time. The Great Pyramid of Giza was built around 2560 BCE. Cleopatra, Queen of Egypt, lover of Julius Caesar and Mark Antony, died in 30 BCE. That's more than 2,500 years between her and the pyramids. Now, fast forward. From Cleopatra's death in 30 BCE to the Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969 is just under 2,000 years. That means Cleopatra lived closer to astronauts walking on the moon than to the building of the pyramids she ruled over. If that doesn't mess with your sense of time, nothing will.